Well, how did Earnhardt used to sell you on pitting?
He'd say, I'm in. Oh, no. Trouble, man, big trouble
At
down
least
there.
3 cars. Oh, more.
Lots of trouble
Jeff
up there.
Gordon's involved.
Just look out, don't
Kevin
go.
Harvick.
I couldn't tell what happened, but somebody got into the back of the 16 car and turned him.
Well, let's see what happens.
Let's see here. It's a 16 car, and he gets turned.
That's his teammate, Kurt Busch, behind him in the 97 car that gets into the back of him.
In the garage with Greg Biffle, and Greg, I know you're a little upset. What happened?
I just don't understand what. I mean, you got to finish the race to do anything, and he wrecked us on the straightaway. I mean, not in the corner, not going in the corner, on the straightaway. I never lifted on the gas, you know. I mean, he had more motor than I did, you know, because he's higher in points. But I feel bad for these guys. A really good car. We're going to the front. I felt that we had a chance at $1 million tonight for sure. Had a good enough race car, but you got to have teammates with common sense.
And we're seeing 3 wide racing through the corner at Bristol. We don't see that a lot
right here.
And Jimmy Johnson gets.
Whoa, look at it, guys. Big stack up.
One inside, one inside.
Oh, Kurt Busch gets turned, and he has got damage.
Still outside.
Oh, he gets into his teammate right there. Wow. I believe he might have got
a bunch of damage here, guys.
hit by his teammate.
Yeah, I got in the back of the 33 and just tried to check up and let him get everything gathered up. I just got in the gas a little bit sooner than he did, and I think the 26 just kind of got me from behind there. Not his fault, just normally in that situation you don't check up for somebody, but I wanted to make sure that the 33 had.
Going to be able to stay out when some of these other guys have to come in. That could get them back to the front, but driving back to the front is pretty tough. Oh, Michael just got turned.
And look at Matt Kenseth, and the 17 gets wrapped up in it.
Bunch of cars. What in the world happened, guys?
You think Chip Ganassi's had problems? I think the 2 DEI cars just got together.
Well, let's see what happened here, boys.
It was coming down the front stretch here.
Oh,
I mean, the picture tells the story right there.
He just jacked him up.
Let's check in on Waltrip with Dick Bergman. Dick?
Well, it was a hard hit. You want to watch the video and see what happened? Tell us the story.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. We were trying to figure it out. Felt like I was in front of Dale Jr. and he ran into me. Kind of looks like the Winston Open the other night, but unfortunately for.
But you see the graphic right there.
Around
he started in the 8th position.
Boy, right in front of his brother.
Right in front of him. 2/3 of the field.
No, not right in front of his brother. His brother spun him out.
Oh, that.
Show a little brotherly love here.
Blaney in the 22.
Here comes the 2. Hello. Oh, brother, where art thou?
That's how tight they're running. Front 6.
2 laps to go.
Dale Jarrett in the lead. Morgan Shepherd in second. Earnhardt third. Back straight away. Jarrett pulling away. Ooh, in the wall. The Waltrip brothers. Darrell and Michael tear them up. This will be for the finish. Coming down, it will be white and yellow coming to the line. The winner is going to be Jarrett. Second is going to be Shepherd. And
this is Darrell and Michael here.
Michael's car got loose on him coming out of turn 2 then.
Darrell was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. He was headed around Michael on the outside.
Yep. Uncle Mike couldn't do a thing about it. Ooh.
Ooh. And 2 other cars.
Caution is out.
The
Caution
32
is out.
of Reed Sorensen, one of our championship contenders, and Trevor Bayne.
31 crashes. Be ready.
Heard on the radio, 31. All right, here's the 22 first.
It's just slight contact with Brad, but you see all these cars racing hard, and the 31 did get into Reed.
I mean, I guess he's trying to beat us. I guess that's the only way he's going to do it. And it's kind of uncalled for to wreck your teammate, especially when we're running for the championship here.
Okay, here's the replay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything to say about it. I'll tell you one thing. I will find him after the race, and it'll be between me and him, because all these guys work at the shop together on these race cars at Turner Motorsports and work hard. And he just tore a race car up for us, so not happy about it. And Dollar General car was good tonight, and I thought we were going to, do okay, have a nice top 10 finish. Worked hard all night, but I'll find him, I promise you.
Thanks, Jeff. That's exactly what Steve Letarte and Jeff Gordon are discussing right now. You talked about business picking up. On the last lap, 9 of the top 20 drivers just ran their individual fastest lap of this race so far.
Trouble off turn 4 here. We got a big one.
David Reagan hard into the wall in that AAA car.
We got about 5 or 6 cars that went down pit road, and I don't know, Matt Kenseth has some damage, but that's amazing if we only have 2 cars with damage. And both of those cars were up in the top 10.
Somebody talk to me.
Kenseth coming back up pit road, either to his pit or the garage area. Watch the number 6 and 17, middle of your screen.
6 just comes up from the bottom, and I think he must have hoped, because he sure wasn't hoping that Matt would cut him some slack, but that's 2 team cars. And
6 drivers, 1 race for a championship. We're underway here at Homestead.
And we've already seen something that you would not have seen last year. Kevin Harvick took the 21 car.
Oh, trouble, turn 3. Got a car turned around into the wall.
Scott Riggs.
It's one of the championship contenders, Riggs. Oh, and he gets hit again and again.
Stop, Jimmy, when you get a chance, Scott. Stop, Jimmy.
Title bid over.
Cars go down the corner, and it looks like he's got bumped from behind.
And that was one of his teammates that bumped him, BP. That was John Wood in the 15, who's driving a 3rd car this weekend for that race team.
See, once again, on the outside.
Oh, boy.
Man, oh, man.
That is going to make John Wood absolutely sick.
Yow. Good thing that Tony gave him a little recovery.
Car in the wall, turn 2.
Big time.
And it is Carl Edwards. No caution.
And he had worked his way up into the top 10. In fact, he was running 7.
He's in big trouble now.
You rode with him as he pounded it wrong way.
Coming your way, guys.
I don't think they're going to be real happy about that move.
Nice of my teammates to wreck me.
Well, I don't think he could have made it all the way around, Larry. But for that move, as you said, NASCAR not happy, and they're going to hold Carl 1 lap.
I think at this point that's the least of Carl's problems.
It's Biffle that gets into Carl Edwards.
Ooh, the Biff. Yeah, Carl's car is a mess.
You saw the second hit from the onboard.
Inside 16, inside.
We are live at the Brickyard 400 at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And the cars have run a half a lap under green. Brett Bodine is the 11th leader of the day. And with his lead, he becomes the 3rd Bodine to lead in the event. And there was contact between Jeff and Brett.
Looks like there might have been some contact between those 2 cars.
I probably made the worst decision of my racing career in the next 6 seconds, and that was to spin my brother out.
Oh! And a Jeff Bodine spin coming off turn 4 right in front of the entire field.
Look at everybody going to the inside to try to avoid the trouble, some coming down pit road. Well, you saw there contact between brothers, Brett and Jeff.
Never expected he'd do it. He's my brother, I still love him, but he spun me out.
I had a huge run. I had tires there, two tires on the right side, and I had a big run on AJ in the 77, and as I come across the track, he just starts left, and I'm like in the grass at that point. So there's like I couldn't turn back against it. Once somebody shoots to the left like that and blocks you. But we had a pretty good Budweiser Ford. Definitely a bad way to end the day, but we had a good race prior to that.
I'm happy to get a 10th. I'm just not happy at the end there. It's Casey had a big run, and I defended, and I didn't think he was coming as quick as he was. And by the time I moved, he was already there and got in the grass. And I'm sorry to everybody's race teams that got caught up in that. That's not the way I wanted to race, especially with my teammate. We'd been racing great all day. So just I apologize for that. Happy for the 10th, but wish we could have got a little different way at the end.
Turn 3, Montoya in the fence, along with Jamie McMurray.
Took his teammate. That's teammates right there. And Kurt Busch, the 2 car, was heavily involved.
How bad is the car? Could you get it back out?
I'm gonna get it back out, you know. I know he's trying to prove a point to show everybody he can drive a race car, but it really ruined our days. You know, this for the chase, it doesn't help. You know, we had a problem last week with the motor, and this week this. It's painful. I don't know. He nearly run me into the fence out of 2 as well, and going to 3, and then playing simple just wrecked us. So I don't know. Not doing himself too many favors.
Oh, look out. 31, Jeff Burton is loose. Is he going to keep it off the wall? Look out, everybody.
Caution's out, way to hang on.
Scattering, and looks like he's going to keep it in one piece.
I'm not believing that. Wow.
I can't see in front of me. Talk to me. You're fine. Just keep on coming. Come on.
Oh, he cut right across in front of Clint Boyer. His teammate. It didn't look like Clint did anything wrong. It looked like Jeff may have thought he had him cleared, but he turned dead left in front of him.
Yeah, I don't know if that was information from the spotter or if Jeff just thought he had that much.
Again, Denny Hamlin takes the win as the car spins out of turn 4 into the grass area. That is Mike Wallace and his Toyota, our in-race reporter. And he has had some significant contact with the wall. Good news is window net is down. There's the contact. It is Mike Wallace and his nephew Stephen Wallace as they come together. Took a very hard lick against the inside wall and the front of his Toyota damaged. And Mike, pretty hostile.
Well, you noted it was Stephen Wallace, your nephew. How is that different when it's family? How do you deal with a situation like that from here on out?
Jamie, it's probably just best I don't say anything. I've done express myself to Stephen back in the back, and we'll leave it like that. And, you know, this is probably not the best place to air our differences right now.
Up the wall, and again, trouble today.
7th place battle, a good one, but now Ron Hornaday backing up.
Yeah.
And in the wall, one car spinning at turn 2, slam in the wall. Rusty Wallace, another of the favorites.
I think there must be oil in the turn over there.
Well, Ricky Craven, here comes Craven around to the caution again, still out on the racetrack.
Isn't that 2 and 12?
That's teammates, 12,
yeah,
Jeremy Mayfield, 2 and Rusty Wallace.
And they're torn up big time.
The latest of several big wrecks, and I said, well, Neil, you've raced with those fellas. Who do you think's got a shot to win today? And he says the pace car's got a good chance at it.
There's Rusty.
There's Rusty. There you see him getting oil right here, spinning to hit the outside wall. There's Jeremy. He got clipped by Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 8 car, and he gets into the outside wall.
Yeah.
He's in trouble, though. I mean, we're hearing maybe he's got a left rear tire that's flat, and right now the problem is he's trying to get to the bottom where he can get to the entrance of pit road in turn 3.
He made contact with his teammate, the 30 car, and that cut the tire down. These fenders stick out far enough now that they just rip their left rear tire when they make contact.
Now it's down on the rim.
Yeah, he's going to stay out there, and hopefully he won it.
He's about to lose it. It's going to come around right in front of Hermie Sadler. The caution is out. If he can get it going, he can stay on the lead lap, but I don't think he's going to get it going.
He'll get the break.
Now here's the first contact Darrell spoke of.
Yeah, the 30 car, he get together right there. They start banging on each other. They make enough contact. That left rear tire sticking out there. Left rear, right front usually causes some kind of damage.
From Johnny Saunders on board. And from Hermie Sadler, there's Robbie Gordon's spin right in front of Hermie.
Cale coming up on his... No. Bobby Allison just tags his brother Donnie. That's all there is to it. He just nudged that left rear fender. And almost put him upside down right there. And Darrell Waltrip, old Jaws, slips through that gap. And Parsons right with him. See, Cale still hasn't touched anybody yet. He just takes to the infield at about 200 miles an hour. A muddy, wet infield.
It's all good, all good. They make contact right there, and when you go by, you see the left rear's down.
That's right about where the tailpipes exit on the right side of Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s car.
Yeah, you can see a little damage on the side of Junior's car where the tailpipes got in there to jack stop.
Oh, we're in the wall. Now Junior just cut our left rear. Thank you, Junior. Appreciate it, buddy. That just sucks right there.
Juan Montoya is just so excited and just pressed the issue a little bit getting into turn 1. My gosh, it's bad news when you take your own teammate out. And I know he didn't mean to do it. It's probably killing him right now. This happened.
It looked like to me there was a little, you know, there's no blame to go around there. Scott could have seen him under him right there, maybe giving him just a little bit more room.
Just take a look at this. As he gets into turn 1, he darts out underneath of him. Oh, no, that's a tough one right there, guys. It really is, because he's kind of got the spot on the 41 of Scott Pruitt. But when you get in that situation, things happen really, really quick. Let's watch it one more time. He's committing. Oh, tell you what, I really think that Juan Pablo just pressed that issue just a little too much.
With Scott Pruitt. Scott, what are your thoughts?
Of all the people to take you out, your teammate. I mean, that was just no good, low, nasty, dirty driving.
We are under our 4th caution. You see the Nationwide Insurance race off pit road stats. Biffle loses 6. That crew, that's hurt. That right there, that's big. Watch this. Teammates, Colin Brown, they're fighting for the lucky dog position. They're both 1 lap down. He gets into Ricky Stenhouse, flipping in the wall.
That's not good. Teammates here wrecking each other.
This Tuesday meeting at Roush Fenway is not going to be a good one. It's Jack Roush's 68th birthday today. Carl Edwards is out. Stenhouse is now into the wall. It's not been a very happy birthday for Jack Roush.
2 got such a run through the middle of 3 and 4. He's going to take second spot away from Burton. Here comes his brother Kyle to the inside.
And almost wrecked him.
I told you.
There he goes.
I told
he
you.
did.
I told you.
Oh, my gosh.
Checkers are wreckers.
That boy's got a lot of talent. If only he can harness it on a weekly basis.
How'd you like to be the referee in that family?
Oh, he brought him down slow, Rick. Oh, Bobby Hamilton Jr. gets spun around. Bobby Hamilton Sr. takes over the finish line, and problems behind them. David Runeman hitting very hard into the side of the 59 of Bobby Hamilton Jr.
Runeman got out of his truck and into the ambulance on his own power.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Bobby Jr. missed a shift.
Looks like he missed a shift, and Bobby Sr. had no way to avoid that. But what hard contact again. That's a
3 wide. Oh, no, Stewart.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Good grief.
Tony Stewart hard in the wall off Danica Patrick, perhaps.
Who else got in there? Oh, man.
You can see Tony's in a vulnerable position right in the middle. Then Larson gets his outside. Here's 17 to the inside. He gets loose right there.
Oh, man.
I mean, he was going to touch the, he was probably going to touch the wall slightly, but keep it going straight. Danica had nowhere to go.
Oh, wrecked out. Big trouble, front straightaway. That's Brian Vickers, who looked like he got a piece of the wall. Jimmy Johnson able to drive through behind. Take a look at what happened.
He's down on the flat right there. Oh.
Teammates.
Yeah, they just, that's a hard one. I mean, there was no, he's on the inside.
Around in Tim Sauter.
And Steve Park in the 31 was involved. So
There's a whole bunch more back here, too, Larry. Now, didn't we see these two cats run over each other about a week ago?
In Richmond.
In Richmond?
7 laps to go right now. Here's how these two Sauter brothers, they've raced each other hard all night long.
My goodness.
And if I'm not mistaken, it was reversed at Richmond. Jay got in the back of Tim at Richmond last week.
I believe you're right.
Well, you just can't run into people like that here at Darlington. Pretty limited amount of grip anyway, and then you give a guy a shot like that, he's going to go around.
And actually, Jay, the 01 car, was still on the lead lap. Tim Sauter in the 36 was a couple of laps down.
This is, oh brother, where art thou?
And sure is a guy who knows how to get around this racetrack. Now, a little ways back in the field, it was Sauter versus Sauter. Yeah, that was not pretty right there.
This is an owner's worst nightmare when your teams are that you own both of are mad at each other.
So that was a good run for us, and right there with Johnny, the 23, you see him, he's sideways, and I barely touched him. I didn't mean to touch him, and that's the last thing I want to do is wreck my teammate. So he was trying to dodge the 23, and I was right there, and stuff happens fast, man. I mean, he knows damn well I don't race like that, and that's the last thing I wanted to do.
The 20 entering the corner. That is ultimate confidence in your vehicle to be able to do
48
that.
of Jimmy Johnson into the wall, coming out of turn 3. Backs it into the wall.
Flat or something.
Little contact there between he and Casey Kane.